But are you expecting a recession this year?
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America. That's a big thing. And there are always periods of, it takes a little time. It takes a little time.
So the question is, how much time? Because people are already panicking. Okay. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by, supporting your girl on this channel. Y'all are amazing. So all credit goes to the creators in these videos. As always, keep up the good work. So guys, recession or depression? Let's find out.
Voted for Trump. You're finally getting the recession that you voted for. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you to all get exactly what you voted for. If you didn't vote for Trump, I mean, I'm so sorry if this is happening genuinely. But if you voted for Trump, you must be thrilled today. You must be thrilled. I mean, egg prices are not down yet. Grocery bills aren't down yet. You are losing your Social Security. You're losing any kind of support you have from the government. But the recession's coming, and you guys are going to crumble. Not only your own economy, the worst out of everyone's, but also the world's economy. How exciting is that for you? You're also losing allies left, right, and center. Isn't that so thrilling? I'm really glad that you were so racist and transphobic and misogynistic and quite frankly insecure and sad in your own little lives. You have to take your hate out on other people and you cause a recession for yourself.
Trumpy has said that a recession is likely in the next couple of months. So, y'all, we need to start preparing now, stocking up your food and etc. Because the last recession we had was hard for everybody. You know what? Biden kept us out of a recession for 4 years. Trumpy managed to put us in a fucking recession in a matter of months. Months! And now and then on top of that, fucking Canada didn't put on 25% tariffs on electricity. So everybody in the about to go up in the middle of a recession. Your bills are about to go up. The Dow Jones, the stock market is going down again. In office, get me off this goddamn planet. I'm ready to go. Where the fuck are the aliens? Y'all said y'all was gonna be here years ago. Where are y'all? We need y'all to come pick up some folks. I mean, if y'all don't want us, take him.
We've been in a rolling recession, and that we are actually going to see some negative quarters here. And that's because the velocity of money is collapsing as people, the labor force is worried that, and we're talking about federal, state, and local, quasi-government categories like education and healthcare. There's a lot of
nobody talking about how we're probably going to be in a massive recession or even a depression. Because in the last 3 weeks alone, there's been like almost 1 million people laid off. And while that's like, you know, kind of a small percentage of the country, it's only going to keep going and keep getting worse. Because as people are getting laid off, then unemployment is gonna need to go up, and that's probably going to be cut. So then people are not going to get unemployment, which means that their spending is going to be going down, which means that other businesses are going to have to start laying off people, which is just going to be a continual cycle. So these cost cutting things that are happening within the government that everybody voted for is going to start trickling down. The only trickle-down economics that work are negative ones. So you think about this in the next, 6 to 8 months, whenever they're like, oh, we're going to have, it's starting to show signs of a recession. And then within the next year or two, whenever it's like, oh, here comes the next Great Depression. Thanks, Trump.
A recession would definitely lead to depression. The economy will just keep shrinking instead of growing. People will spend less because, what do they even have to spend? Nothing. Businesses will earn less. Unemployment rates will just keep rising. People would not even be willing, companies that are still surviving and still standing will not be willing to invest in new projects or new products. And government revenue will just fall because with fewer people working, businesses earning less, the tax income will just drop, and it will hurt public services. And those that will even suffer most from this recession are the most vulnerable population.
America is going downhill. I think we're about to witness one of the greatest recessions of all time. Across the country, there has been mass layoffs. The inventory in the real estate market has been increasing, and the median home sales have been going down. So you're seeing a lot of people list their properties just to cash out on the equity that they've gotten over the past couple of years. It's crazy what's going on right now. And then there's not a lot of job opportunities. So a lot of companies are dissolving these jobs, and they're dissolving programs. So that's going to leave a lot of people either in the foreclosure, or it's going to make the inventory increase. But the only people that may be able to grab that inventory is people that are coming from states where the cost of living is a lot higher, or people who are buying those houses with cash. 70% of America is living in paycheck to paycheck right now. They're struggling. So who's going to buy these properties? The big corporations and the huge companies. That's who's going to buy these properties. So right now, as you can see, the middle class has been completely dissolved. There is no more middle class. Either you're in the upper class, or you're struggling. So what's the next move? People are saying that you can't invest in the stock market right now. The crypto market is shit. So what can you do? My plan is to move to Africa. That's it.
Trump just admitted that a recession is likely. It's probably inevitable at this point. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm confused. I thought we've been in a recession already. Shit been tough for me since 2020. You mean to tell me there's more? God damn. Everybody I know already living check to check damn near. It's gonna get worse. I already can't buy a house in this damn country. I haven't ate eggs in 2 months. Now this. Tighten your boots, ladies. I guess the roller coaster's going for a big...
Recessions that no one talks about. You can be in a recession for over a year before it's even announced. During the financial crisis, the stock market had already begun its drop at the end of 2007, and it took 1 year for them to announce that we were actually already in a recession. Oh, by the way, it began in December of 2007, because they didn't announce it until December of 2008. And the stock market had already dropped over 50%. A lot of the time is because the data gets revised months later or even quarters later, and then they realize, actually, we had negative GDP last quarter, we just didn't realize it until now. I'm not saying we're in a recession, but if we are, we might not find out for another year or even a year and a half. And if the stock market continues dropping, there's a good chance by the time the recession is announced that the stock market has already done 90-95% of its collapse and could even start trending up shortly after the recession is announced. And that's kind of what happened during the financial crisis. After the recession was announced, it was only 2 or 3 months later that the stock market started its trend going up. And this could happen again pretty easily. Now, I don't know if the stock market is going to crash 50%, or if we're even in a recession, or if a recession is even going to be announced. But this is just something that I found fairly interesting, and I haven't really seen too many people talking about it.
Entered a recession, home prices are going to fall, and the stock market's going to fall at least 40% this year. Did Donald Trump cause this, or do we have a chart that shows exactly why this happened? Now, before I show you the juicy stuff, I want you to understand where Americans are at right now. We're at $18 trillion in household debt, $12.6 trillion in mortgages, and $1.2 trillion in credit card debt. Now, to make things even better, of that $1.2 trillion of credit card debt, 12% of people have stopped paying or have not paid in at least 90 days on that, getting close to 2008 levels. Adding on to that, the average American has $7,200 of negative auto equity and $8,200 in credit card debt. Now, this chart right here, this is the inverted yield curve. This has predicted every recession since you or I have been alive. There's been one time in 1960 that it predicted a false recession, but it was nowhere near this size or this long. Now, this inverted in 2022 and it uninverted in October of 2024, meaning we were going to go into a recession 4 to 12 months post-October 2024, whether Donald Trump or Donald Duck won. Now, for those of us that want to see home prices fall, interest rates fall, you want to see everything come down, that does not happen without the economy contracting. And that typically happens with a recession. We knew a recession was coming. Economists knew a recession was coming. It was written in bold before anyone got elected.
Said last night that we might have a recession. And when it hits in 3 months and everyone blames Biden, just remember Trump was handed the best economy in U.S. history. And Biden kept us out of a recession for 4 years, and it only took 4 months for Trump to put...
Some people have no idea what to do to prepare for a recession. Not you, though. You follow me, Vivian, your rich BFF and favorite Wall Street girlie, who's going to give you the step-by-step. First, you're going to want to beef up your emergency fund. Normally, this is 3 to 6 months of living expenses, but for now, try to have 6 to 9 months on hand and put it into a high-yield savings account. 2, do your best to pay down any high interest rate debt, anything over 7% ASAP Rocky. Don't take on any additional high interest rate debt and spend responsibly on your credit card. 3, don't make any financial decisions out of a place of fear. You will hurt your own feelings checking your investments right now. Don't do it. Don't invest any money that you'll need in the next year, but if you do have money to invest, consistently doing so during this downturn will help you get lower prices. That's a good thing. And last, refresh your resume. Recessions are times of uncertainty where talented people may lose their jobs for reasons beyond their control. So even if you're happy in your current job, keep an eye out for other opportunities.
In a recession, here are some practical ways that you can prepare for it. Please build up your emergency fund. You should have 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved. For some of you, maybe that's $5,000. For more of you, maybe it's $10,000. I don't know, but 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved. Cut your unnecessary expenses, subscriptions, memberships, and stop the Target trips. There are only 3 essentials you should be worried about: rent, groceries, and bills. That's it. Next up, stock up on essentials. This is when bulk shopping comes into play. Get a Costco membership, buy toilet paper, paper towels in bulk, chicken and frozen veggies in bulk, canned soups, rice, you name it. Here's another one: keep your job secured. This is not time to be playing around at work, okay? No texting during work. Hold on to your job, especially if you're in a union. And lastly, get yourself a side hustle. Collect cans, do DoorDash, babysit on the side, get a second job. I don't know, but you need some passive income. For a lot of you, you could be posting on TikTok and getting some money there. I just got paid yesterday from TikTok and it really did help me with my bills. Don't let this recession scare you because you have a plan.
So all these advices are good. I mean, we are all in this because of MAGA, right? MAGA is the reason why we are transitioning into a recession, right? So I'm going to do a follow-up video after this about what happened in 2008, those that experienced the recession in 2008, and those that are leaning to experience the recession now and what they have to say. But for now, I just want to say, because people don't even have money, so many people have been laid off their jobs, and those savings that they have been putting together for couple of years that they have been working is what they'll be spending now. Okay, so recession has actually started happening for them. So that emergency fund, people have started dipping into it. But guys, just make sure that as much as you can, you stay alive. Okay, because staying alive at the end of the day is the most important thing. Get that extra job, babysit, reduce your membership, the gym membership, cook in the house instead of eating out. So just try and cut costs. Yeah, it's not easy, so many crazy things are going on, but just try and live as much as you can. Thank you for listening. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this leaning towards recession. I'll see you in my next video. Please don't forget to stay safe. Ciao.